And it'll blow you away. I mean, there's a chemistry. It's like that animal's been waiting for that person their entire life, and there they are.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know.
I know you also offer workshops at the sanctuaries and seminars. I just want to read a couple of them. How to start an animal sanctuary.
Right.
Fundraising essentials for everyone. I think I might have taken that. Or
The fundraising one?
Not at your place, but I attended a seminar once, and it might have been best friends that were talking about different ways to fundraise.
Okay.
And one that I thought, wow, we've got to try this, is labeling your own beer or wine with labels. Was that you that did that?
Well, we have a wine line now.
I love it.
With the
I want to look into that. Humane education for educators, equine sanctuary basics, giving heart retreat, art for the animals, a creative retreat, and I can't Jinshin Jitsu. Okay.
It's kind of like, it's similar to Reiki and acupressure, and it's another form of
We've had
touch.
a couple Reiki demonstrations here,
Oh, terrific.
and it's incredible.
It's amazing. And again, it's one of those things that's not for every animal.
Right.
You know, you have to find what is best for the animal and what treatments are going to work.
Yeah.
And, so we do have lots of workshops, and the most popular one by far is how to start a sanctuary.
Yeah, actually, Greg said, when I said to him this morning, we need to go out, he goes,
You're not taking
which
that
one are you
workshop.
thinking about? Well, so
it's a great workshop, and it's 7 days, so
Okay.
it's long and it's intense, and it's hosted and facilitated by two of our founders, Faith Maloney and Jonna DePire, and it's a great class. Everybody comes in thinking, I do want to start a sanctuary. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And if you can, that's fantastic. But in that workshop, they really go through everything that it takes in order to run a successful sanctuary.
I know here in Vermont we have Animal Media Foundation and friends of ours, Dexter and Carol. I know Carol went out and took that class.
Oh, did she?
And
Okay.
she was blown away by your place.
Yeah.
Just so impressed.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you probably have a million stories of different animals. Can you share a couple that are really touching?
We did the Great Kitty Rescue back in 2007. It was a situation, an animal hoarding situation, of 800 cats on 2 acres in the middle of the desert in Pahrump, Nevada.
Oh my God.
And we went in with local authorities, and and helped. We were there for I think it was probably like 9 months. But then we ended up bringing about 300 cats back to the sanctuary. But while I was down there, and all the volunteers and all the staff, I think some of the most memorable situations were, feeding time at night. We'd have all these tables set up, and we'd be opening wet food and pouring them into things. And I remember looking up one time, and there must have been 300 to 400 cats, all milling about. And I just stopped because, that's something I will never experience again. And I hope not to, because it should never be that.
But that you could help that
but
many.
That we could help,
Oh.
right. But taking those cats back, there were a couple that they had been in a bad situation and it took a high toll on their bodies.
Yeah.
But we adopted out hundreds of the cats and brought a lot of them back to the sanctuary and adopted out since then. But there's a few that, they don't give up. Thumper had to have all his teeth pulled, and in doing so, because his body was so taxed, it threw his kidneys into early renal failure. And every time, and then he became anemic, and then, but we just kept providing him the support and the care, and every time that we thought, we were getting close to when he wasn't going to be with us anymore, he would rally. He had this spirit that was just amazing. And so many of those cats did.
Yeah.
And to watch that, they know. They know.
I know.
Even the ones that were very unsocialized and didn't really want you there, but they knew that you were there for them.
Yeah.
So that was extraordinary.
And you have a veterinarian on staff?
We have 5.
Okay.
We have 5
That's
on
incredible.
staff at the sanctuary. Yeah.
Because I know, just you're talking about having the cat's teeth pulled. I have a cat at home that had to have most of her teeth pulled, and thank God it worked.
Right.
But it's not an inexpensive procedure.
No, it's not.
So how are you funded?
It's all donations.
Okay.
It's all donations. So we have a huge fundraising department.
How many people do you have on staff?
Staff now, I think, is probably around 450 employees.
Okay.
And of the 450, probably 375 or so are in Kenab.
Uh-huh.
The rest are remote, because we do have some target cities: Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Salt Lake City, are our target cities. So we have a lot of people in those areas also doing various program work and outreach work.
Oh, Linda, that's incredible.
The founders did an amazing thing.
And okay, tell me about the founders, because I understand they were best friends that got together, and
Yes, that's where the name came from, yes. Back in the 70s, this group of friends got together in Arizona, and they did not believe that the way to solve the unwanted pet situation and the overpopulation situation was through euthanasia. They just didn't accept that. So they started pulling animals from shelters, working with them, rehabbing them, and finding them homes. The ones that couldn't, they kept. They eventually moved to Kenab, Utah, where they formed the sanctuary. In, I think it was 1990 or 91, they became a nonprofit and realized that, during that course of that time, the central focus of their work was to lower that euthanasia rate, to find a time when there's no more homeless pets. Back then, in the 90s, there were 15 million animals a year.
Right. I remember when it was.
Put to death. I mean,
I remember 21 million back earlier.
Yeah. So we've made huge strides in those 20 years. Now it's at about 4 to 5 million. Still a ways to go.
Yeah.
But that's why it's so important that we connect with the communities. Our outreach programs are so vital, because we can't do the work alone. We need everybody to be involved, and everybody's got to work together. And if we can do that and provide all that,
it's like a ripple wave.
it is. Then we can just save more lives.
I think that's great. Linda, I've got to thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You know what? I really want to put this on the list of things to do and get there.
You should, absolutely.
So if people wanted to go, and well, first of all, they'd want to go online and take a look at it.
Right.
So they'd Google Best Friends.
Bestfriends.org.
And then as far as going there to volunteer or to visit.
We have links on our homepage that strictly for visiting, volunteering, workshops. So whatever it is you're interested in, you can just click on that link, and that'll take you to all that information.
And also buying products.
Yes,
I
and
love
we
your
do
vest.
have logo wear.
Yeah.
In our gift shop, we have a great little gift shop at the Welcome Center.
Okay.
And it really is. It's a magical place. And that was another thing when we moved there. It was just. It's a different feeling when you walk into Angel Canyon.
I could tell by looking at it.
It's truly a remarkable place. So.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome, and I hope to see you out there.
Yeah, I think you will. Thank you very much for watching For the Animals, and join us again next week.
Everybody so fast, and then the belly rubs right away. And then get the belly rubs. And this cute little tongue. It's a little tongue. It's very little. Thank you for the kisses. I love you. What do you think, Jackson? The action, Jackson.
Those are the patented Georgia kisses.